Hi guys, welcome back and welcome to Unit 615 at Midblock in Midtown. Come on in, let me show you around. I know you guys know that I'm a Midtown girl. I lived here for 3 years. I love this neighborhood, but this is something super, super, super unique in a couple of ways, and I'll talk about both of those. The first thing is that this unit is 2 bedrooms, but it's 1,564 square feet, so it's massive. That's just so unusual for a 2 bedroom anywhere. Having said that, the 2 bedroom that I lived in Midtown in a different building was almost 1,600 square feet also. So there's some opportunity for really generous spaces. Look how big this entertaining space is. It is massive. And again, when I had my place, I also had a big 6-seater dining table too. And I always had Thanksgiving dinners and everybody was always at my place and I loved it. And the other thing I really love about Midtown is that it's very industrial design. So you see a lot of the exposed concrete. You will see in some buildings exposed pipework as well, but it's just really beautifully industrially finished throughout, which I love. You get some cool angles. And now the other really unusual part is that this building is fully Airbnb approved. So this unit, as well as most of the units in the building, are rented out on a short-term basis because they make a ton of money and they're booked back to back to back to back. So let's take a look around and see what you guys think of it and whether it would be a good investment for you or somewhere that maybe you want to stay next time you come to Miami. So here we have the massive living space, and then you have a good sized patio. Some of the patios in the building are actually really oversized. There are 3 on the east side that have massive balconies. And then you have some on the lower floor, which is the amenities deck, that also have some extended balconies. And we can actually, well, they're actually terraces, not balconies. But you can see them because we're 1 floor up. So the amenities are on 5 and we're on 6. So you can see these terraces that flow out to the amenities deck are really huge. The one right below us is absolutely massive and runs the whole length of the unit. So you have a lot of outdoor space in this building as well, which I love. So just to kind of orient you, right over here you see some colorful buildings, most of them being brand new. That's Wynwood. So you can actually walk over to Wynwood, go to your favorite cafe, club, yoga studio, restaurant. You can go to Pastis or whatever tickles your fancy. And then right behind us is the main part of Midtown. So you have Barry's Boot Camp, you have tons of fitness studios. Trader Joe's is right across the street from us. You've got Target on the other side. You've got just a ton of shops. Everything's super walkable. Everybody has a dog. It's just a really great community feel and a great neighborhood. If you want walkability, but you don't want the traffic of Brickell, this is really the perfect place to come. And it also has a much more relaxed feel than Brickell, which I really enjoy. So as we come back inside, you'll see that there is a really big, beautiful kitchen. So very, very functional. There's actually a huge pantry as well. So pantries are pretty rare in Miami. I don't know why. I think a pantry is a great thing to have, especially if you want to fill up on your Trader Joe's haul. You have tons of room to put all of your goodies and to cook. But the one thing that it doesn't have, you guys, is no wine fridge. So that's a bit of a problem. But obviously you can fix it by adding a piece of furniture, which would be a freestanding wine fridge. As you come through, you see this beautiful 2nd bedroom. And I don't know if you guys can feel how big it is, but this is a really, really big room. It very easily accommodates these 2 twin beds, and it has a big closet, but it feels very spacious. You can sort of have a sense of relaxation. You don't feel like closed in. Then out here, they built this really cute barn door to cover the full-size washer dryer. So again, you're not looking at those tiny stackables. You have the full size, which is great. Then you have the bathroom that services the 2nd bedroom, but it also works as a powder room too because it's not en suite. So it's a really nice kind of convenient feel. This has been upgraded. So the building, when the developer turned it over, didn't have these round mirrors. It didn't have the black hardware. So they've done some really cute upgrades that I like as well. Now, welcome to the primary suite. You can close this off completely from the rest of the home, and it's just a really, really, really generously sized big room with a huge walk-in closet. There's just tons of free space too. You could add a lot more furniture. They've set it up with a desk as well for all of us who work from home. And then there is a really very, very large walk-in closet. It does need to have the custom cabinetry added. That's one thing they didn't do, but it's a great space. And then you also have this really generous bathroom. I love the black finishes and the tile work. I think these mirrors are really, really pretty. So the upgrades that the owner has put in are really nicely thought out. So I'm not sure what you guys are going to think about the price though. This unit is listed at 1.1 million, and there is some talk that that's going to be reduced, but it is a fairly high price point for the building. So that's something that maybe could be considered a detracting factor, but it does have a very high revenue generation that they have all of the facts and figures to support. So let me know what you think. If this would be something that you would want to purchase as your second home in Miami, you can live in it part-time and then rent it out on a daily basis the rest of the time. Fully flexible, fully furnished, and just such a big, beautiful unit in the heart of Midtown. I love it. If you love it, if you love this kind of content, please think about subscribing. I would love for you guys to join the fam. I hope you're doing well. I love you.